Call me.
Yeah. Jeff, take it over.
ISS. No problem, Jeff. Did we confuse any other Jeffs? Did we miss any Jeffs?
Hey, Mom.
This place is a little more organized than
We're gonna crawl in properly.
Wait, how many people?
You're
3.
Yeah, the rest of you good. You're all going in. Oh, how many cameras do you have? Whoever sits over here needs to
my
go
back
to the
up.
window. You're what?
I'm back up.
So this is, when I first got in the space shuttle, I was actually very underimpressed with the, I mean, what you see is really what you get inside the real shuttles as well. It very much smells like an old airplane, you know, a cockpit. Sort of smells like NASA 905 actually. And but this is the shuttle middeck. This actually, I was asked, the last group said, is this really here and what is this for? This is the escape pole actually after Challenger. They, there was a part of the, in the ascent profile where we were unprotected for any kind of abort. And that was a place where we actually could fly. We could actually get off of the external tank and the SRBs, and the shuttle was still controllable, but you had nowhere to land because you're falling like a rock. So you just, as much as you can, control it, kind of zoom it, zoom the spacecraft, and so then down here you blow the hatch would blow off, and you pull a pyro at the end of this in a big long pole, as long as this casing slides out, shoots out, and is fixed there. And then there are little lanyards, and we practice this. Actually, you can see them at the end when we go out. You hook your parachute to that, essentially a D-ring on your parachute, and you just bail out. And the rod keeps you close to that rod and sends you underneath the wing of the shuttle, and then you can bail out that way. And you have a parachute that opens. So. We never had to do that, of course, and I was glad I was not the first one to have to do that. Yeah. Okay, so the middeck lockers, this is where we keep all of our food and clothes and some experiments in here, vacuum cleaners in there. This is called the MAR, which is middeck access rack, and so a lot of your tools and essential items, it's sort of like a tool chest for on orbit. This is our galley. I forgot to point this out to the other guys. This is the galley, so we have a little oven here. Of course, there's no convection in space, so we heat this up and then we blow. We have fans that blow from the bottom that kind of create like a convection oven effect. And so you can heat your food in there. And then this is the, you can see there's a little needle here. You put the bags of food in, well, there's like a little guillotine, the handle's broken off here. But, there's a guillotine that you put it in there, and then you slide it forward. You can lock it down, and then you select hot or cold water, and the number of ounces here, and you push the button, and it fills your bag up of dehydrated food. Fills it with either hot or it's kind of lukewarm and cold water. So that's how you rehydrate your food.
And the bag has the specific direction.
Yes, on each bag you'll have, it'll say like add 4 ounces of water, hot water, and let sit for 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. So, and then you kind of knead it around a little bit to kind of get it rehydrated. So, airlock is through here. So, where the docking port, where actually you guys know that docks to the station is kind of like facing up towards the ceiling in this room, and so you open this hatch, and in that tube takes you out to the external airlock, and in that airlock will be 2 spacesuits that'll be in there, and then and you go into the space station through that hatch. So to go from the shuttle into the space station, you fly through there and up, and you're in the space station. These bags, actually, we do carry these bags, and they have sundry equipment. Some of it's supplies for the space station, and they're lashed down like this on launch day. And of course, when you get to space, we normally we're doing like second day rendezvous, so it takes the station's not that far away. It's just it takes a couple of days to get the phasing right to dock, as you guys know, and so you end up sleeping a couple of nights in the shuttle, and it's not too bad once you take away gravity in this room, because you figure it's like, oh, I'll sleep up here, you know, or I'll sleep back in here. And I remember the first 2 nights on our way to the station, I slept, actually sort of used this as a bed. Although you're floating, I lashed my sleeping bag across here, and I just kind of laid between these bags. And you know, some people slept on the ceiling and against the wall here. Sort of like this is one of our sleeping bags here, shuttle sleeping bags, and so you kind of crawl inside of there, and you have the lanyards, the Velcro to hold your head down and hold your body into the sleeping bag as well.
So was it hard to sleep your first night in space?
It was actually.
So tired.
It wasn't hard. It was hard because I was so excited. It's like kind of like Christmas morning kind of thing, you know. I was like euphoric, you know. And then the second day for me, then a little bit of like queasiness. Like after about 24 hours, my stomach's kind of going like, hey, what's going on? You know, so the second day I was a little bit, and we docked and we went right into camp out that night, and we did an EVA the next day.
Oh man.
And I was so worried because I wasn't feeling so well that second day. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I can't go outside, you know, feeling like this. So I was really hoping I'd feel better, you know, and I did the next day. The body sort